So I think I'm going to take this computer and I'm going to hook it up, and I might just depends on. I'm going to put it on the kilowatt meter, and I'm going to see what it draws, and then I'm going to start by making some changes. And I have another power supply. I have another video card, etc., etc., and I can remove some other stuff that doesn't need to be running, and just kind of see like what kind of difference it makes. So we're gonna do that with this one, and then I've got the Linux one here running, and I've got it on the 5 gigahertz network, and it's not too bad. I have spent all evening with these damn things screwing around. These just came from the Goodwill. I returned the other two routers, and then I bought these, and guess what? None of them work. So you cannot connect to them or log into them, either hardwire or Wi-Fi. You can almost kind of get into these ones, like what it's doing is it's resetting itself, and then this one has a flashing orange light, which means that there's something wrong with it. My phone can see these, but I haven't. There's like endless things of like you just can't log into them. They won't pair. They won't pair with the connection here, so I don't know. I've reset them a million times. I've tried both of them. The default access is right there, and it's also a 192.168.250 or something like that is also, that's the only address I've been able to get to connect. And so I mean, and what sucks is they have really good range. I can pick up the signal full bars all the way in the house, but they don't work. And I guess people, they just keep donating stuff that they know is broken, and I guess they think, well, maybe somebody will be able to figure out how to fix it. But like, honestly, like, if you know what you have is broken and you can't get it to work, then please recycle it. Do not donate it to your local Goodwill, because what happens is they treat it as if it works. Now, what happens is after they get something returned, either they'll put it back on the floor again, or then they have to recycle it. So actually what's happening is when you donate your broken item to Goodwill, you're causing somebody else to waste their time and money on this thing and have to bring it back to the store. You're causing an employee at the store to have to waste their time, and you're causing Goodwill to have to recycle it and waste their money on something that you donated. Okay? If you know it's broken, put it in the trash, take it to the recycle, take it to some place where they are just going to recycle it and they're not going to try and resell it, and you're not doing anybody any favors. You're getting rid of your junk. You could have put it in your trash can, really. I mean, to be honest, there's a recyclable trash can. Most people who have garbage service, you can put this in your recyclables. But even if you can't, there are places in town everywhere that will take your free, electronics, because they will recycle it. They'll salvage parts out of it or whatever they're going to do, but they'll take it for free. So anyway, yeah, don't donate your broken stuff to Goodwill so that somebody else ends up buying it. Okay, these are not fixable. There is nothing that you're going to do inside of these. It's all firmware and hardware failures. And everything is going to be surface mount looking like some crap like this. There's nothing serviceable on here, okay? If a part burns up and it's physically burned up, it's usually going to be the point where it's going to damage the board and it can't be replaced anyways because it's so small. But, yeah, just stop donating broken stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyway, having said all that, I'm going to deal with this computer, and I'm just trying to get my station up and going. And we've got some stuff a little more organized. And Now that we have lightning happening all the time because monsoons are here, I can't keep everything hooked up. So I just got the 2-meter hooked back up, and I just disconnected it. So we'll leave that at that. And some of these other radios over here. The guy's supposed to be coming to get this on Tuesday. So I need to get that off the shelf and get it somewhere else. So anyway, I think let's see what else we got going on. So we might try a different another Linux, or maybe we'll put a different hard drive in that computer over there, since we have a whole bunch of them, and just install another version of Linux. So I think that would probably be like a great idea. Just put a different hard drive and install Mint. So I think maybe we'll download like something else. I don't know. I like the Ubuntu setup here as far as how the apps and everything work. This does keep giving me some kind of weird errors. Well, let's see. Is there like an official like Linux distro? OS comparison matrix. Linux computers, distro watch. Yeah, distro watch. I think that's probably the one, right? Okay, so distro watch. I don't know what this BSD is. I've heard of it. Okay. It's interesting. Homepage, headlines, weekly, search. Some of these like versions of Linux have like been around for like a really long time, like Fedora and Red Hat, and I never had any luck with any of those. SUSE, I never really cared for SUSE. What is Easy OS? Easy OS is an experimental Linux distribution which uses many of the technologies and package formats pioneered by Puppy Linux. Okay, I have not played with that one either. Review Red Ox OS in 2024. Post Market OS. There's just different ones. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. What do we got here? Latest podcasts, latest reviews, OpenSUSE. This website's been around for a long time. I remember DistroWatch before, because usually that was like where I think you could like get some of them. Let me see. Selected distribution. Archbang. I remember that. There was another one called Arch Linux. Let me see if that one's still around. Arch Linux. What does it use? It is Arch Linux OS type based desktop cinnamon alignment KDE. I don't know. When I was using that was probably in the early 2000s. So let's see what other we got. Random distribution. Arch. Okay. Look at all these. This is crazy. Commodore. Crux. And everything like Debian. When I first tried Debian, I didn't really care for it, but I think that's basically what Ubuntu is based off of. Gentoo. Where's Fedora? Fedora's the hat. Okay. Kubuntu. There's usually a Kubuntu. Is there like a Kubuntu like 24 version? Like it's KDE. Linux, Debian, Ubuntu, Isle of Man, desktop status, Kubuntu is free, user-friendly Linux based on KDE software and the Ubuntu operating system. Blah, 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 blah. So I might try something like this. Anyway, there's lots of other ones worth trying probably too. I don't want to mess with Windows anymore. I'm really just not in the mood to deal with all the crap that they're doing lately. So unless I have to use Windows, I'm not going to. And Lubuntu. Look at all these damn things, man. There was never this much stuff 10 years ago. Now, there was one I really liked, but I don't think it's probably around. Oh, my goodness. PC Linux OS. Okay, so this one I really liked. And I thought it was really nice. It was the closest I thought to like kind of a Windows type of look. I don't know if it would... it was exactly the same. It kind of used RPM files, I think. Desktop KDE Plasma. Let's see. So where do we download this? Homepage. User forum. Distro watch. Download mirrors. Okay. So I'm going to try to download this one on here. And we'll just see what happens. Okay. So we want the KDE desktop. Okay. In the Netherlands, minimal edition. Definitely. Okay. So this is probably going to take quite some time to download. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, let's go back over to what we were looking at. Or maybe not. Okay, so it's not going to let me go back there without pulling out of this page. Let's see. Let me just back out of it. Okay. Let me go back up to distro watch. So I'll probably be disappointed with that one. There's Mandriva, OpenSUSE, Peppermint. I tried Peppermint. Let's see. There's Puppy Linux right there. I don't know anything about that. There was another one called Pocket Linux. I don't know if they have it anymore. Like, I'm not seeing it. Pocket POC. Yeah, okay. So, and then Raspberry OS. Is that just Raspberry Pi? Raspberry Pi OS. Yeah, okay. I actually like this, but problem is a very limited experience. My friend has loaned me a Pi 3, and I like it because it has the HDMI full size on it, but it's kind of, I think, limited as far as like speed. I think if you try to use it for like a regular, computer, I think you'd probably, be disappointed after a while. You could do it. I would definitely put a fan on it too. We got Red Hat. We got, I don't remember about Rockstar. Slackware. Yeah, it's Slacker Linux. That was the big one back in the day. So there's some certain ones I want to look up that are like ham radio, like friendly. Ubuntu, Mubji, Christian, Cinnamon, Ubuntu, Kalen, Mate, Vanilla, Venom, Vine. So anyway, there is certainly a lot of stuff out there, but I think DistroWatch is probably the place to be, if I remember correctly. But, if you guys know, please let me know, because I'm really out of the loop here. Like, I was, like, in my heyday of, like, 2008 building computers and stuff and trying different stuff out. And not really wanting to shy away from Windows at that point, but I didn't want to pay for it. It was back when like you really couldn't get a free copy of Windows. I don't know how you get a copy of it anymore now either if you build a computer from scratch. Like I've got some computers that have like come from thrift stores that have product keys on them, so usually that means I can probably install something, but I have a feeling all that's about to change. So, but anyway, with all the invasive technology stuff and lack of control that you have in Windows OS now, like we need to find other ways to do other things without using Windows. It's just not, it doesn't make sense anymore. It's just silly. And Linux has come like really far. Yeah, it's going to be inconvenient, but you'll have your privacy and you'll be able to, control your computer a little bit better. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's still some privacy invasion stuff happening on the Linux front, but it's not going to be anything quite evil Bill Gates style. So anyway, guys, I'm going to load this one up here and we'll see how it goes.